Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Jumpware. Today we bring you a couple of openings from Infosys for freshers. Yes guys, Infosys is having a lot of openings and let me remind you, today is the last day to apply for that particular job opening. Now what is the job opening that the Infosys has? That is for multiple type of job role. The two type of job role as you can see in my screen. One role is for system engineer and another one is for operations executive. Yes, guys. And whom is this opening for? This opening is not only for BE, BTech, but it's also for Bachelor of Computer Application, that is BCA, as well as BSc, Bachelor of Science. And it can be applied by any streams. You don't have to be from BSc IT alone. You can apply from other branches also. There's also an opening of Operation Executive for Diploma students, but only limited to these branches. That is Computer Science, Electronics, and Communication, Electricals and Electronics, and Information Technology. So you can see there are two type of openings, guys. One is for System Engineer, one is for Operations Executive. And who can apply for this? Candidates who have already graduated or graduating in these years, that is 2019, 2020, 2021. So friends, this is an amazing opportunity for people who have not got placed anywhere, and Infosys is one easy company to crack for interviews, right? So remember guys, 2019, 2020, 2021 can participate in this particular opening. I will be sharing more details about each type of openings and what are the details coming in, right? So compensation, as you can see, 3.6 lakhs for system engineer and 2.2 lakhs for operations executive. So I'll dive deep into each of it on how to apply. First, let's get into system engineering, then I'll talk about BCA job openings for operations executive, then I'll go to diploma students for freshers. So moving on to the system engineer job opening. So this particular post, as you see here, is opening system engineer job openings at Infosys for freshers. As you can see, education qualification is BE, BTech, ME, MTech. And like I mentioned, last date is today to apply. Who can apply? As I mentioned, 2019, 2020, 2021. And the compensation, the salary package that they are offering is 3.6 lakhs per annum. Now, Infosys is one amazing company to work for, guys, and their interview procedure is not that strict or not that core technical like the other interviews. So all you have to do is go through this entire job post that I have mentioned here. I've collected information from various places. I've also spoken to people who have got recruited into Infosys earlier, and this is what they have said. Again, let me remind you, there could be some changes because of the COVID situation and things like that, but predominantly you gotta be good with your aptitude, your technicals, and HR. However, technical is not that strict that you need to write code. Sometimes they would ask you basic question, but whatever is mentioned in your resume, that is what you will be judged upon. So this opening of system engineer is purely for BE, BTech graduates. And now coming to the main part, how do you apply for this particular interview process? So we have direct link of Infosys, as you can see at the bottom left side, surveys.infosysapps.com. That's an official link from Infosys. I'm clicking on it and I'm redirecting to this particular page, which gives me information about what are the data that is needed. This is common to all the three openings, guys. So you need to make sure that you have all these documents ready in your system or mobile, wherever you're trying to apply, and go through all these details on whatever is needed to apply for Infosys job openings. Once you've gone through it clearly and you're clear with all the doubts and questions, click on accept. Once you click on accept, you will be redirected to another page, right? So where you will have to fill your form. If, for example, you can set the gender and then you can write your name, whatever is needed, right? And of course, guys, you need to make sure that you write whatever is there in your legal document, because it is very much important, right? And make sure you write your email ID properly, because that will be a sole way how they can communicate back to you, right? Once you fill in all the details, you will have an option to go to the next page. There are some 92 questions altogether for the openings of system engineers, and you would approximately need 25 minutes. But before filling the form, make sure that you have all the details ready, whatever they are asking you to upload, especially documents like marks card and all, right? So once you finish it, click on submit. That means you have applied. That's the opening for system engineers, guys. Second, I'm coming to the openings for BCA and BSc, right? So people who are not done BE, BTech, people who have studied Bachelor's of Computer Association of BSc, of course, it's preferable that you've done it in IT, but even if you've done in other branches, it's totally fine, because this opening is for operations executive, which may or may not involve too much of coding activities. right? So here the composition is 2.2 lakhs, guys. As you all remember, for system engineer the package was 3.6 lakhs, whereas here it is 2.2 lakhs. However, nonetheless, it is a very amazing however, it's an amazing opportunity for BCA and BSc graduates, because usually you don't find openings for people who have done just BCA or bachelor's in science, right? So please seize this opportunity, guys. Again, to apply this particular opening, you click on this link, which will take you to the Infosys page. You have all the same details, whatever you've saw earlier, and then finally you click on the checkbox and click on accept button, and then you fill the form, right? So that's how you apply for the openings. Now going to the third job opening, that is for the diploma students, right? Now a lot of people who took up diploma are also confused because they don't get proper job openings and things like that, right? So here's an amazing opportunity from Infosys, guys. Don't waste your time, take the opportunity and go seize it, apply it. It's not that difficult to crack the uh, job openings here. But one thing to remember, guys, for diploma students it's only these four branches that is allowed to apply, and the three batches can apply, that is 2019, 2020, 2021. And the composition for operations executive for diploma students is also 2.2 LPA, right? Now do go through the entire job post here, which will give you other information, and to click on this particular job post you click on apply. You will be redirected to the company's website where you have all the details. Finally you come to the bottom, click on the checkbox, click on accept, and you'll get the form. One difference here, guys, earlier two forms we had 92, 93 questions, whereas here you have 75 questions, right? So important things, guys. One, last 3 years batches students can apply. Two, the packages have been mentioned in the screen, and all the links that I was just showcasing here is mentioned in the description below, guys. So stay tuned for more job updates, but for now go seize the opportunity. Today is the last day to apply for this particular openings, and all the very best, guys. Next, we'll give some. We also had a word with a couple of people who got selected in the last year. Hear out to them what they have to say about the Infosys job opportunity.
Hello everyone, this is Shruti and I was a part of Infosys for 8 long years. It was definitely a roller coaster journey, starting from getting placed through pool campus to being posted to different locations of Infosys, and at the end it was all worth it. So from the interview perspective, mostly Infosys conducts campus placements when you're in the 7th semester of your college. They mainly look at your confidence and your communication skills. This is what matters at the end. So there will be 2 rounds of interview. The first round is a written aptitude exam, which consists of quantitative logical reasoning and grammar. And the second round is a HR round, where your communication will be tested. They can ask you any questions from your CV. So please make sure you have an answer for everything that you have added in your CV. And then once you join Mysore training, you will be again trained completely from the scratch. Even if you're not from computer science background, you will be able to learn programming during your training period, so not to worry on that. To tell about the Infosys Mysore training, it is one of the best training one can ever experience in IT industry. The campus is super awesome with all the facilities, but you hardly find time to enjoy the facilities because of your busy schedule. So you will definitely have to put more than 100% efforts in your learning, because the training period is not at all easy. Even if you're from a computer science background, you might find it difficult. Initially, there will be generic training where you'll be trained in all the subjects. So if you clear it, then you'll be directly put into the stream training where you'll be given training on a specific technology. In case you don't clear the generic in first attempt, then you will have to sit for the re-exam. Along with the technical trainings, there will also be soft skills and English exam, and it is mandatory to clear the English section as well. At the end of the generic training, so based on the business requirements, if the projects are not available, then if the projects are not available for the stream that you have been trained, then there are possibilities that you might have to be reskilled in a different technology altogether. So this reskilling, usually it will be completed within 2-3 weeks, and based on that you will be mapped to a project in the production. For all the exams that I mentioned, the cutoff percentage for clearing is 65%. Even slightly, if it is less than 65%, then it is considered as fail. But not to worry, definitely there will be re-examination for all the categories and you will be able to clear it for sure. I hope this was helpful and I wish you all best of luck for your interview. Thank you.
Mera, I'm from College of Technology, Pantnagar. It is in Uttarakhand. I've applied for Infosys to off-campus drive. It had two sections. The first was an online assessment in which we had questions from English, Maths, and Aptitude. There weren't any coding questions because it was off-campus. If you apply through on campus, you'll be definitely having 2 or 3 questions of coding as well. So basically, when I cleared my first round, the second I was called upon for an interview, which was online as well. So there was one panelist, and we had like 15 to 20 minutes interview. They asked me about my projects and the course curriculum. And first of all, they had told me to introduce myself and tell about the languages I know. So the technical round was completely on my language. They asked me about the OOPS concept, and they also asked me about algorithms. Then they went over through syntax and other questions on my language as well. Like I was a Python guy, so they asked me questions about Python. Next, they asked me about relocation and other stuff. So, and like when can I join and when can I give like having my final exams. So basically, this was my interview experience. It went through 15 to 20 minutes, and within a week, I was given my offer letter. So basically, for the students who are preparing for Infosys, first of all, you should prepare for your project, like final year project. You should go thoroughly through it. So basically, they will be asking you questions about introducing yourself, and then they'll be going to your project and internships which you did in your course. Then finally, they'll be asking you technical questions, which were basically on the specified language which you will tell them. So just prepare one language thoroughly. You can go to reference through Geeks for Geeks or Interview Bit. There are many sites like that. Like I have personally prepared for Interview Bit, and basically just go through one language, prepare it well, and rest do your syntax and other queries thoroughly. That's it.
Hello all, I am Shivaprakash HV from Davanagere, Karnataka. Completed my Bachelor of Engineering degree in the month of August 2021 from Adichunchanagiri Institute of Technology, Chikmagaluru. When it comes to my interview experience with Infosys, I can say it was a friendly talk with a familiar person. Even the HR was a stranger to me. HR was very kind and asked me a few questions, technical questions, and told me to write a code regarding some logic. I was tried to write a code in the Python. I took a little time to execute the code. Later, asked me to explain the logic. I did this. I did as he instructed. One mistake that I made during the interview was I joined the interview 9 minutes later. I didn't observe the time correctly in the mail. Please, it's my kind request. You guys do not do such mistakes during the interviews. So please join the interview so early. Sit in the noiseless place with a clear background, with good lighting conditions, and please have good internet connectivity with the systems you are taking the interview. And very all the best to you all, and thank you.
Questions you have, feel free to reach us out via queer.com or via our Telegram page, and keep following the page. Cool. All the best.